What we are using for, we normally use it on the corner. In fact, we use it on columns, all the columns. They're supposed to have this sheet. Depend which column we're talking about. If we're talking about the corner columns, we're going to make it like this. It's going to be a L. I don't know if maybe you can see it. It will be like this as a L if we're talking about the corner columns. But if we're talking about the straight columns, so meaning that we're going to have this sheet on at the back and the front for a column. We use this sheet and then we come here. And then this one, I call it a double H. That is the name that I give it to this steel. So this is a double H. We normally use double H on columns. Each and every column is supposed to have this double H. Doesn't matter, is it a T column or a straight column or a corner column. And then I came to this one. This one is a H steel. It's a R8 steel. So this one we are using in between of the panels. Where we join each and every panel is supposed to have this. And then again, I'm going to my tools here. I have this. Everyone knows it. This is a Vatrapas. We use it for a straight. And I have a threaded rod. This is a size 12. So we normally use it to join the panels in between. But we don't join it like this. We have to cut it in 250. So that we can have enough space. So if you buy this one is 500, so you can be able to cut like in 4 pieces. Yes, and then it goes with the washer, as you can see, and the bolt as well. So we use the spanner. You can use size 12 to tie it together, and then we have all the equipment that we need. And then to drill, we have this one. This is size 10. Remember, we're going to drill to put R8. So we can have enough space, and then after that is whereby we're going to put the epoxy inside of it so that it can bind together, the steel and the concrete. And then this one goes with this, a drill machine for a drilling. And then we have a tape measure here, as you can see. And then, oh, by the way, we have this. After you put a sheet on the corner, so you have to drill this nuts on it so that you can bind it together. This is a self-tight. There is no need for you to have a drill machine with a rod or whatsoever, but you can only use this one.
This video is to assist and detail how the precast panel toilet system is safely put together. The slab needs to be cast and power floated level as per drawing before any other work can commence. The precast panels need to be placed on the surface bed, as the pallet stacker will not work on a surface that isn't level. It is advisable to use a machine to move these panels onto the concrete surface bed, as they are extremely heavy. Safety precautions must be taken. The precast concrete panels come ready formed with holes for the bolts and cutouts where the pallet lifter needs to be safely inserted. Setting out of the panels will commence. It's easier to use a chalk line. Start at the corners, where you will measure 130 by 30, offsets in either direction. The panels are 820 millimeters wide. The contractor can decide to cut the steel bolts to size on site by buying threaded bar. Once the setting out is finished, we measure for the reinforcing steel at the corner and then install the DPC on the surface bed. The drilling will then commence in the holes that have been marked. Once the holes have been drilled, they need to be cleaned out for any dust and excess water. The epoxy is then mixed, and this is used to fix the reinforcing steel into position on the concrete slab. It is advisable to work quickly, as the epoxy is quick drying. Steel needs to be placed promptly. The double H steel column must be placed in the corner.
Anything, remember safety first. You have to have a helmet just like I do. You have to have the gloves, just like mine. The safety boots as well. This is a panel rotator. What we are using to rotate the panels, the wooden panel. So this is a panel rotator. This is a panel jack. So we put a panel, we check it at the back. There will be a person at the back here who's going to check it up and down. And then there will be someone on this side just to rotate it like that. And remember one thing, as you can see, I have like these two lips on this side and the other lips on that side. But this one, they are different because they have this, they have a chain and a hole, and this one none. I show you those two lips, they're getting here, and that side as well. And then there is a hole here. You just take that chain and then you put it here, so for a safety, and then you rotate it. And the part that got the chain is supposed to go on top for your own safety so that the panel won't fall.
Due to the weight of the precast panels, the panel rotator needs to be weighted down with 2 bags of cement to prevent it from tipping over. The panels need to be securely fastened to the rotator. Extreme care should be taken when moving and rotating the panels in position. Using the rotator, the corner panels are placed in position at the points marked out on the surface bed. The bolts will then be inserted top and bottom. Once the first corner panel has been placed in position, we need to mark out, drill and insert the single H column steel. It's advisable to install the corner panels first, welding the top and bottom bolts together for stability. Once erected, due to the weight of the panels, they need to be stayed securely in position. Once the panels are in position and properly aligned, the corners and joints need to be shuttered before the concrete filling commences. A complete installation, including roof and plumbing, should not take longer than 4 weeks to complete. Safety is our top priority, and every precaution should be taken during the construction of the build.